You alive?
Nope.
Do you remember much?
I remember getting there. And that's it.
Sure.
A night out with Saul Cav would like to acknowledge and pay respects to the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, the Yalukit Willam people, and to acknowledge what a privilege it is to gather and entertain on a land so rich in communication and culture. Sovereignty was never ceded. This is, was, and always will be Aboriginal land.
Alright, you silly little fucks, it's time for a night out with Saul Cav. Make some noise for Saul, everybody. Good luck.
What's your name, sir?
Sure.
Oh, Simon, thanks. Please read that out.
I would like to state in front of this audience that esteemed musical comedian Saul Cav, who stands before you today, had sex with my mother last night.
I did!
And he is determined to do it again.
I am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome to a show and a night out with me. Melbourne's hit new lows, allowing me to do comedy. In front of you stands a very little anxious man, very rarely found without a vodka raspberry in hand. This show is something different, something fresh and something new. So if you hear a stolen joke, please kindly shut the fuck up! La-da-dee-da-dee, I don't care if you like me, I'm a self-indulgent attention seek who often cries himself to sleep, yes. La-da-dee-da-dow, I've already got your money now, I'll be spending it on a quarter pounder when the show is done. I'm a little bit crass, a little bit smutty. Wrote this show instead of study to be COVID safe. I'll be like your dad, physically and emotionally distant to the point where you get incredibly sad. So everybody, let's raise a glass to all the working class. What paid your way to buy a pass so I can sit here on my ass? Yes, everybody, let's sing a song, but if you get the lyrics wrong, you'll be identified by the staff, so all of us can point and laugh. Yes, everybody, let's raise a glass to my self-worth so far, may it stay incredibly low, so I can continue this show. I want you to want me, I want you to like me, I want you to laugh at all my jokes, I want you to see me, I want you to need me, I want you to want me more than the other folks. All I want is to appease, so don't just fucking sit there, open your mouths to come and laugh at me. La-da-dee-da-dee, I sure care if you like me, I'm a self-indulgent attention seek who often cries himself to sleep, yes. La-da-dee-da-da, I've already got your money now. Call me what you want, I don't care how. But raise your drinks and laugh till it's all done. Kitchen! Ba-ba-be-da-ba. I'm a bit of a bitch and a bit of a twat. Call me a virgin or something like that, and I'll challenge you in hand-to-hand combat. Ba-ba-be-da-be, death's inevitably gonna catch me. Let's all do shots and cry ourselves to sleep. Or we can raise our drinks and laugh till it's all done. Oh, naughty Nancy's. Oh, naughty Nancy's. Keep clapping. I'm fueled by it. Oh, I love it. Keeps me going throughout the day. Before we start the actual show, I've got a few little housekeeping things to go through. First one is alcohol. You love it, I drink it. There's a QR code on your table to save everyone going up to the bar. Oh, so smart. And if you didn't notice these little cameras at the front, they are to film me. And sometimes you, if you look good enough. So make sure you're looking good. And the last thing is it's a bit sentimental for me. There is someone special in the audience this evening. And look, it may never happen again. Let's see how it goes. But can we please have a round of applause for my mum who's in the audience tonight? Please, everybody! She's not here! She's not here! Don't just clap when you're told to clap. Don't expect to believe every single thing I say. Idiots. Oh, look. I want to ask some, non-controversial questions to kind of get the night moving. Nothing I want people bickering from table to table about. Just something nice and easy. Hands up if you believe in God. Hands up if you don't. Wrong! Wrong! Tonight, I am your God. I am your father, and you are all my little bitty itty bitty baby children. And you will do as all children do, and you will slowly disappoint me until I cannot stand the sight of you anymore, and I will have no preconceived expectations of you. That's what I've been trying to do with my parents, at least. I started around, 7 years ago. I went up to my mum one day, and I said, Daniela, that's my mum's name, who's not here tonight, idiots. And I said to her, Daniela, when I grow up, I want to be a musical comedian. And I had a tear in my eye when I was saying it. I had finally realised, my life's purpose, what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be. And I'll never forget this. She got down to my level. She looked me in my little tear-filled 13-year-old eyes. And she went, That bitch laughed in my face. And so to you, Mum, I say, look at me now! Look at me now, Mum! I got the microphone and the keyboard! I've been slowly disappointing my father in many other ways. I rang him up the other day, just because I wanted to talk to him, and he opens up with the classic, what do you want? Okay, just to talk with my father, that's fine. And we get to talking, and I say, Terry, that's my dad's name, who is here tonight? And I says to him, I says, my show is a little bit crass, it's a little bit X-rated. And he goes, oh, you're not going to swear too much, are you? You're not going to swear too much. You know what Jerry Seinfeld says? You don't have to swear to be funny. So I took a second to actually think about what he said. I said, fuck you, and I hung up the phone. My father is trying to get me to learn lessons from the man who sat down one day and thought, I don't think it's completely improbable that a grown woman could have sex with an insect. In fact, I encourage it. In fact, I will make a children's film on the matter. The year is 2006, my name is Jerry Seinfeld, and I will create an award-winning animation picture entitled The Sexy B-Movie. That title was eventually vetoed by the producers, but I prefer it. I digress. I love going out. I love nights out like this, like we're doing right now. I'm going to take you on a night out because they have been the greatest moments of my life. If I was to rank the greatest moments of my life, I would say, number 1, my birth, for obvious reasons. Number 2, I once went to McDonald's and ordered 24 McNuggets for $10 and received 26 McNuggets. Number 3 is a doozy, people. This one time in 2009, when I opened up a DVD packet of the hit 2006 blockbuster film Flushed Away, starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Winslet, and when I opened up this DVD packet, they used to have those little advertisements on the side, and one of these advertisements on the side was a 3-week free Club Penguin membership. But when I attached this 3-week free Club Penguin membership to my Club Penguin account, it was a 6-week free Club Penguin membership. Now, let me give you a little bit of backstory here. When I was making my Club Penguin account, as I was writing in my new username, to the left there were a few rules. And the first rule was, be the safest you can be. So I named my Club Penguin account Safest123, hoping that the Club Penguin gods might see this and offer me free member perks and puffles and card-jitsu cards. And obviously our Lord and Saviour, Penguin Jesus Christ, had seen my name and answered my prayers and granted upon me another 3 free weeks of a Club Penguin membership. And on top of that, I could watch Flush Away whenever I wanted to, because I had it on DVD. I don't think I am a big disappointment to my parents. I tried to follow in their footsteps, and I did okay. You know, but it was kind of hard with my dad because he was the best at everything. He was the best bowler, the best batsman. He held the 200-metre sprint record at my school. And ultimately, he was the best and fairest football champion. Best and fairest football champion. And I always got this idea that he just didn't think I was as good as him when he was my age. You know, he'd say things like, Saul, you're not as good as I was when I was your age. And I just had this little inkling that I kind of thought like that. But I played football, you know. I tried to blend in, and I played football for years. And let me tell you, I was pretty good. I, kicked a goal once. I tackled someone another time, and I went to the gym once for a tour. But I tried really hard, and my goal was just to win the best and fairest like my dad did. I just wanted to live up to him. And you know what? In my 3rd year at under 14s, it was time that the Western Eagles Football Netball Club in the Colac District Football Netball League didn't know what was about to hit them. I've never really been good at sports. Not a ball to be swung, not a bat to be hit or caught. Wait. I've always enjoyed competing, but I'd much rather spend my time reading than touching sweaty older men in a field. Because why would I do my day job on the weekends? Local football at age 13's a tough gig, I'll tell ya. Especially when you have the combined muscle mass of a raw and snap twig. Every Thursday night I'm getting on that football grind. But before you move the balls forward, you've got to take it from behind. I once got 2 marks in the exact same game, but it never really helped when I kicked them both the wrong way. Best and fairest is the award which I must claim, but 2 minutes on the football field doesn't get you much football fame. But the night trophies were handed out, I thought that I had a chance. When I saw my name on that poorly made PowerPoint, I almost pissed my pants. And there I was, sitting at the back of a dingy old local RSL while an unusually elderly woman read out the under-14s football votes and was really enjoying it. I heard 1 vote Saul Kavanagh, and then it happened again. 1 vote Saul Kavanagh, I think I'm going alright. And that was all I got for the night. When the winner won, the coaches said a few words to respond. I sank down in my seat and fucking devoured my frog in a pond. But they said, there's one more award to give. It's an award made. It's just for me. An award that could maybe possibly go down in local football history. The award for dear termination. It's the pity trophy that's sponsored by Coles, dear termination. Means I was fast but not fast enough to kick any goals, dear termination. I have an immense fear of being kicked in the head, dear termination. I ran away from the ball just like my mum said. And maybe this means I'll get a spot on the field next year. But there's a spot warmed up for me somewhere I didn't want, on the bench just to cheer. Even though I still have dear termination. Determination. Somehow break a rib without being on the field, dear termination. Determination. Pretend I'm okay with it, but it still hasn't healed. And when I quit, they lost every single match in the next year. And I'm going to continue to pretend it's not cause COVID interfered. The award for dear termination. My sporting accomplishments are all but none, dear termination. Kick you in the dick and say it's a bit of fun, dear termination. Scream, come on boys, what was that display, dear termination. Then continue to see the ball and run far away, dear yellow and black, I want determination. Oh yeah, let's cheer and clap for the Theatre Kidsland sport. Oh, I bet he runs like a little bitch. I do. But I tried really hard playing football. I tried so hard. And I remember one day, I was playing, it was against the top team, and I finally touched the ball. I had the ball in my hands. I was looking out towards the goal, and suddenly someone came from behind me and put my face right in the ground. And I thought, this is it. My football career is done. No one respects me as is. No one's going to respect me now. But when I got up, I had this sick-ass scar around my eye. It was awesome. I was like, people are finally gonna respect me when I go back to school and work. And I went back to school. Oh, my vodka raspberry. I went back to school. I went to work the next day. I worked at a Baker's Delight for context. And I walk into that bakery. I am strutting my absolute stuff. And I walk right back out. My co-workers just thought I had the worst fucking case of pink eye they had ever seen in their lives. They were terrified of me. I don't want people to be terrified of me. I have enough struggle expressing myself as is. I've got so much angst. So, I've done what all smart people do, and I've turned to poetry to try and express myself. And I would like to perform some of those for you tonight. You know, my poetry surrounds the 3 big R's in life. You've got racial injustice, religious discrimination, and reality TV. The 3 big R's. My first one, you'll see. Why does it feel like my heart is about to burst? You break me down as though you have a thirst. To hurt, to kill, to cause long-term pain. My heart, my chest, and eventually my brain. That was a poem I wrote about running and exercise. My next poem is a love poem, so please take it seriously. Gooey and delicious, forever sweet. Every day is spent fantasizing about our next meet. So soft and beautiful, skin without a hair. Your aura and your scent immediately fills the air. People call you a beginner, but you are my main course. And all I've ever wanted is to be yours. Oh, garlic bread! You are so hot. Oh, garlic bread! You dirty, filthy thought. Hi-ho, you never put up a fight. Hi-ho, I want to eat you out all night. Thank you so much. The next poem, too, is self-explanatory. 2-minute noodles. Iceberg lettuce. Tomato sauce. Smiggle gel penis. Crinkle cut chips in the freezer section. See the barbecue shapes have to hide my erection. Picture of me holding baseball bat. A cardboard cutout of Chris Pratt. Less of a poem, I guess you could call it my Woolworths shopping list. I figure it's, when you say it out loud, you're more likely to remember it. The next one is more of an impression. Oh, Mother, please, can I use this one? You see how it has one sharp edge and the other is really soft and it fits perfectly in my hand. I could throw it so far, Mother, and accurately too. That was my impression of a young biblical child who is trying to find the perfect rock to stone a prostitute in the streets. I have another impression. Oh my God! What the fuck is that? What is that? Get it away from me! That was my impression of my father meeting me after I was born. And my last one is about water. Are you wet? Or you can go to the Please, this is serious, people. Are you wet? Or have I drowned? I am lost and you are found. Symbol, rebirth, and giver of life. Actor of gifts and causer of strife. The assister to all of those with a green thumb. But never have I ever seen something so wet as when I fucked your mum. Thank you so much. Oh, that was my poetry. Please, has anybody in this room ever studied poetry? Anyone? Yeah, we got some. You will understand what I'm talking about. It is a beautiful art. It is stunning. And there are so many niches and nuances to poetry. But fuck me, is it pretentious? I love the beautiful ebbs and flows of Shakespeare and iambic pentameter, am I right? But I just feel like established authors can get away with anything. They could present someone's ideals and aspirations as an apple. But when I bring a dildo into my poetry class and talk about how what the speaker's mother did with it is a representation of how society fucks mothers over, that's wrong. And a little bit weird. And an odd thing to write about when writing a book report on the possum magic. There's so much power in the written word. For instance, for such a long time, I debated as to whether I wanted to call this show A Night Out with Saul Cav. A night out with Saul Cav. Don't you think that implies that I owe you something? A night out with me. And might I just remind you, I owe you nothing! You deserve nothing, and you'll get nothing! But still, I really liked this name, A Night Out with Saul Cav, because you know what you do? You have that routine on a night out,
Go to the Potterley. Maybe rock up to a friend's house. You have breeze in a dingy old little room.
Yeah, those people over there get it.
Dingy old little room. Then you go to a pub, club or bar. You have a little boogie.
And then suddenly it's 5:30 the next morning, you need to vomit, you've got a pint glass down your pants and 4 new sets of cutlery in your handbag. You can try and deny it, but every single person I have ever met just becomes a little bit of a kleptomaniac after a glass of wine. But there's one thing that has always terrified me about the night out, It's between leaving your house and arriving at your pub, club or bar. Uber. No one My lecturer once described the Uber as a utopian concept, and roasting only 2 sexual assault cases a day, that's good. That's good. But there's something that just irks me. Why aren't people afraid? You're in a stranger's car. And then it hit me. It's because they're drunk. So here, I have written an Irish drinking song called The Ballad of an Uber Driver. Open bracket. After dark. I diddly diddle, I diddle day, hey diddle dee diddle, me cares all away. I diddly diddle, I diddle low. Hey diddle dee diddle da dee da da do. My name is Gerald, and I'm 63. Oh, I'm from Ireland, yes, over the seas. I came to Australia to be Crocodile Dundee. Haven't got much success, just making ends meet. Though I may have never said, hey, that's not a knife. I may not have got me a true blue Aussie wife. I've become accustomed to the Ubering life. Yes, Ubering's where I want to be. I diddly diddle, I diddle day. Been busy tonight, is all people say. They all got drunk on whiskey and rum. Oh, tomorrow you're not gonna be fun. My car is my joy. Yes, I keep it all clean. It's a Toyota Corolla from 2014. A woman once peed whilst in my back seat. So only 1 star she will keep. I once had a couple of age 17, and we drive them at night to a place so discreet. They fiddled each other whilst in my back seat. I needed bleach just to keep my eyes clean. I diddly diddle, I diddle day. Been busy tonight, is all people say. They all got drunk on vodka spray. Don't vomit in my backseat, please. I once had some children, no older than 10. They were so cute, I could have just eaten them. So I took them home and beat them and put them in the den. Ubering's how I pay for their rations. I diddly diddle, I diddle day. Been busy tonight, is all people say. They all scream at the top of their lungs. So I blackmail their daddies and mums. Ubering is hard for all of the week. I barely see the kids and they rarely speak. So I turned them, I took them home and blanked them and drink and sing this here song. Ubering can never go wrong. Sing it with me now! I diddly diddle, I diddle day. Been busy tonight, is all people say. They all got drunk on cider and beer. Oh, fuck, I don't want to be here. One more time! I diddly diddle, I diddle day. Been busy tonight, is all people say. They all got drunk on vodka sprays. Don't vomit in my backseat, please. Don't vomit in my backseat, please. Don't vomit in my backseat, please. Oh, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? Cheers to drinking the dead children.
That's funny.
Okay. Speaking of alcohol, good segue, Saul. I have devised what I think is possibly the most ambitious thing to happen at this festival. And I apologise to the people that are standing up. I could only do it with the chairs. I have devised a personalised drinking game. Could everyone please look under their chairs right now? Come on, check under your chairs. Idiots! You idiots! You deserve nothing. I owe you nothing. Expect nothing. We are going to play a drinking game though. Okay? We're going to play a game I invented. You'll have never heard of it. It's called Never Have I Ever. I want you to drink your drink when you have done said thing, okay? Never have I ever drunk alcohol. Never have I ever been stuck in traffic. Oh my god. What else is gonna get you all? Never have I ever been the youngest boy with 5 older sisters who taught you how to be incredibly passive-aggressive from a very young age. And when you were younger, I don't know, maybe 7 years old, they would play a really fun game called Steal Solly's Pants, which consisted of them pinning me down to the ground and ripping my pants off me. And furthermore, they would place my pants, which I think I needed, on very hard-to-reach things that a 7-year-old couldn't get, like a bookshelf or a ceiling fan. And as I went running and screaming to my mother, she responded with, "My daughters could never. But to this day, you cannot take off your pants or turn on a ceiling fan without thinking about the atrocious acts that they subjected you to. They will pay for what they've done." Just me? Yeah? Thanks. No one else. I really thought that would get some of you. That's crazy. Look, never have I ever cried whilst out and under the influence of alcohol. Any? Sorry, who drank? Hands up. Please. What is your name for the audience? Oh, Jimmy, let's go. What was the occasion? Which one? Let's go with the most recent. Why did you cry under the influence of alcohol? Why did you cry whilst under the influence of alcohol, Jimmy?
I made her cry.
That must be tense if she's not willing to say it.
She stole my pants.
Fuck you, Jimmy. See, the reason I ask is because I always am in the predicament when I go out, just as you may be too, of being camp. Does anyone here in the audience know what camp means? Camp. What is being camp? Anyone? Eccentric. No. I don't mean camp. No, I don't mean camp. I mean the acronym. Oh, the acronym. CAMP. Caring after male problems. You see, I always find myself in the problem where when I go out, I'm just on my way to the bathroom and I accidentally make eye contact with the crying girl in the corner. And I have to go to her because I feel like it's my duty. And, you know, at first I didn't know what to say when I was having these conversations. But I fucking figured it out. I found the perfect phrase to say. There is a glitch in the fucking Matrix, and I have Keanu Reeves my way into said glitch. People, I've never seen the Matrix, but I thought it might be something like that. You see, there is one phrase that heals all wounds in the drunk woman-man conversation. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to tell you either way. Men are dogs. They are blood-sucking demons and they are assholes. And they think you're here to please them. They are dogs. And they think that you don't see them. They are men. Men are dogs. Men are dogs. Women are crazy. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that. It was a joke. It was a joke. Let's pretend that had no impact and I hate men. It's just beers, bitches in football and that makes me angry. Men are dogs. They are dogs. And it's at this point in the conversation where you need to start gearing it towards her. She's important too. Forget about him. But you were perfect. Don't let anyone tell you different. He said you were basic. Hey, put down that vodka raspberry. Take my hand. He's just a man. He's just a man. And then it's at this point in the conversation where you remember, oh my god, I had to pee that whole time. And also, I'm a little bit drunk right now. So you might possibly need to start speaking your mind to speed up the conversation. He's a cunt! Will you please stop all your crying and just ignore him? Wait, tell me the story. It was 3 weeks ago. Details are blurry. You opened up his phone and you saw you weren't his lock screen. You threw a fit, went and blackmailed him. Then he said he wanted to break up. I have a little question. Why are you crying? You just need to stop replying. I'm trying to end this. And maybe tie up some loose ends. Where are your friends, ma'am? Did you come to this club with anybody? Does anybody know this woman? You need some air, let's go outside. It's so kind of you to confide. Oh my god! Do you hear that? It's Mr. Brightside! You love this song! Oh, go talk to him! You should go dance! Fuck her hands are down his pants! Well, that was a great conversation then. I'm glad we reached a healthy conclusion. Look, I like to say our love is more than the hormones and chemicals stored. I like to say he's not a mess with your hair done up in a brand new dress. I'd like to say he's not a dog, your relationship summed in an epilogue. But the answer is in this story. The truth is, we're all just horny. Look, thank you people, that one was from the heart, really. I don't know if you noticed at a point in there when I was speaking my mind, it might have come off as a little bit aggressive. That's something that I'm dealing with and I'm working through. And I found, I tried poetry, it didn't really help with my anger. But, I was like, oh, what can help me with my anger? On the millennial search engine, Internet Explorer, where dreams come true. Not the tagline, just sounds better than Internet Explorer. And I found meditation. And there's these self-guided meditations, but not a fan. I want someone to take me on a journey, And that was when I stumbled upon the perfect series of meditation tapes. It was the perfect one. It's from the 70s, and I've listened to episode 1 and episode 2, and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm going to ask that you all do it here with me tonight. We're going to go from episode 3. I hope that's okay. Yeah, let's go.
take you on a journey
Please do.
through your physical realm and your soul.
I'm Saul. That's close.
Welcome to episode 3 of
The
The
Rise.
Rice Meditation Guide.
Oh, I love this voice. It's kind of sultry and sexy. Please. Everybody join in.
Begin, I ask you to breathe in and then breathe out. Calm and put your arms in front of you
Oh, okay.
and begin to separate them to either side. Just like how we should separate all those by class and race.
Okay, that's one of those like outdated things, like from a sentence that we're just gonna skip over and ignore.
Raise them towards the sky. Now, begin to put them down, just like you would a slave who is of no use to you anymore.
Okay, so there's a couple more things than I thought there might be than like, hold on. Just breeze right past.
Hold your arms gently in front of you. Bring them towards you and back, just as though you were choking a child who's been disobedient towards you.
Another one. Just jump. Right over it. Sorry. I think I do this.
Now move your arms in a circular motion in front of you.
Yes!
Yes. Slowly stir the pot, just like a woman in the kitchen.
Okay, we've probably had enough. I'll try.
So,
Okay.
listen to the movements.
I don't know. Can't do my name, but sure.
Lift your head towards the sky, soul. And lower it back down. Now continue that motion, but faster.
Okay.
Faster, soul.
How do you know my name?
Do you vow to lose your life for this country?
What the fuck? No!
Keep nodding your head, soul. Do you vow to lose your life for this country?
No, you kind of scared me.
Do you vow to kill innocent lives?
No, of course I don't. That's fucking stupid.
Nodding your head faster. In the name of Adolf Elizabeth Hitler.
Okay, cut that one off right there. Look. Yeah, clap for that. That was funny. Oh. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. I can only ever think about all the bad things because I have anxiety. Let's maybe not talk about sex. Oh, it makes me anxious, baby. Thank you, that was another original. It's called Let's Not Talk About Sex. Alright. Little poll. Give me a ya if you're a virgin in the audience. Oh, just don't. Just don't, okay? You know what? Anyone here that didn't say yes is clearly lying. Clearly. You are here with me on a Tuesday night like you've got better people to do. Only thing any of us here are fucking is our lives up. Physical and sexual relationships are hard. I've always found them hard because I've always found them difficult because some people just have more options, you know. I had this dream when I was younger, and you're not allowed to laugh, please. No laughing for the next 3 minutes because this is serious. I had this dream when I was younger. I really wanted to be bi. Hey, shut up. I really wanted to be bi. You know, this amalgamation of different cultures and lifestyles and ways of being. But I just found learning another language to be a little bit too hard. There's some slow ones in the room that in 5 minutes will be like, bilingual. I found it to be a little bit too hard. Speaking of a little bit too hard, I have to address an elephant in the room. I sent a naked picture the other day. Now, I don't want to put that image in your head. I didn't want to put that image in my hand. You know what? So many problems arose before I had taken this photograph. Do I go from up here? Do I go from down here? Do I put my face in it? Should the torch be on? A lot more problems arose after I had sent this photograph. Little sidebar right here, irrelevant to what I just said. When you book an online consultation with a doctor, they do not require you to send a photo for a full body checkup. So, to the doctor that I sent my dick to, when I just wanted you to look at my back pain, I'm sorry. I'm a victim in that scenario. I am a victim of Australian sexual education. Australian sexual education. I think young people should engage in a more positive, a proactive sexual discourse. Yeah? So, I have designed my own to help the children of our country. And just like how in a narrative you offer exposition before you get the crux to your story, we need some sexual exposition. Sexual exposition. Sexposition. Sexposition. Soul sexposition. Hello and welcome to Soul Sexposition, or sexual education if you will. There is 3 easy steps. Step 1. What do you do when you do anything in your life? You do it with a smile. So, can I have everyone look to the person next to them? I don't care if you know them or not. Just give them a little smile. Look at them, give them a smile. And now, can you put your hand on their face? Put your hand on their face. Hey! Don't put your hand on their faces! I saw that. Because why, people? Because step number 2, consent. Consent. If we all forget about consent. You need to have consent if you want to touch someone else's face. Or cock. Or boob. And look, I say boob on this stage right now because I'm not a multitasker and I do not expect you to be. Let's keep this one thing at a time. But, step number 3. Step number 3 is more of a tip and like a life guide. I really prefer that you implement this into your life. Step number 3 is, it's not the size of the boat, it is the motion of the ocean. In fact, I don't even think people like big boats anymore. I don't think people like big boats anymore. I think sailboats have become much more popular these days. And even like canoes are selling really hot off the racks. You know what? I might just go for the Titanic door or a plank of wood. Anything that's going to keep you afloat above that water. But I realised when I'd finished Soul Sexposition, it had gone horribly wrong just before my eyes. I'd forgotten the one crucial thing that was also missed in contemporary sexual education. And so, here is the result of our lackluster sexual education. You know what we forgot? We forgot the location. I had no sexual education, schooling systems and abomination. So I had to learn all of this on my own. Of this human form of art, I learned almost every part. But I don't know the location to start. Oh, me and my girlfriend, we were in the middle of a Disney movie. When suddenly we got asked to leave. Oh, they didn't enjoy the show that we put on whilst watching Encanto. Oh my God, I think that I might know. Oh, I had sex in the wrong place again. Sex in the wrong place. Sex in the wrong place again. Take a look at that poor child's face. Sex in the wrong place again. Again, I just want to make love to my woman because she's like a 10 out of 10. Oh, ladies, he's a 10, but he doesn't know where to have sex. He's still a 10. I walk into a room with the candles all lit. It's dark and sexy, so you know I will submit. Oh, I just want to make you feel alright. I want to make a sweet, sweet love you tonight. Oh, we're just trying to have some fun. And then my dad walks in and he says, "You're at your mother's funeral, son." I had sex in the wrong place again. Sex in the wrong place. Sex in the wrong place again. Take a look at my dead mother's face. Sex in the wrong place again. Again, I just want to make love to my woman because she's like a 7 out of 10. Now that I was able to see her in the candlelight rather than the dark of a movie cinema, opinions change, people. We're sitting in the car park of a Bunnings. We're in a Bunnings car park. She wanted to come in the sunlight, so we're here bright and early at 11 o'clock. She asked me something serious, and my brain begins to lag. All I can think about is how she might be up for a Bunnings snack. She says, "Do you want to try a little bit of serious relationship role play?" So I said, "Whatever helps you, babe." She tells me to start, so I said,
Get on the ground, bitch! Get on the ground and put your fucking hands in the air now! Now!
she did not enjoy my sexy police role play, yeah, baby. She said, "Baby, right now, get out of this car." I said, "Baby, I think you're taking this role play a little bit far." So I take her to our bed, which I have recently just bought. I tell her that I'm scared of being intimate, so I always try to get calm. She puts one hand on my chest, her face so soft and pale. And then the manager walks over and says, "This bed is still for sale." I had sex in the wrong place again. Sing with me now. Sex in the wrong place. Sex in the wrong place again. Take a look at the manager's face. Sing it with me. Sex in the wrong place again. Sex in the wrong place. Sex in the wrong place again. I had sex in a big W. Sex in the wrong place again. Sex. I just want to make love to my woman because I'm a sad virgin. You know what? That song copped a lot of flack in the other times that I've sung it, and I've been told to apologize. So, I will not, because it is instructional and it is worth it for our children. Oh, our children. That reminds me. Simon, can you come up here? Please, stand up here.
I would like to say to the woman who featured in this song was my mother, who Sean had sex with last night, passionately. And I was very disturbed to find them performing coitus in the mosh of the Wiggles Falls Festival. Saul is a big, strong, manly man. That's all. Thank you.
Look, Simeon, I don't know if I particularly enjoyed what you said about me there. You know, I don't know if I am a big, strong, manly man. I don't particularly know what being a man is? I thought about that for a while after I wrote that piece of paper that you just said. And I went, oh my God, I am a man. I do all the manly things, like hunting deer and drinking beer and some of calling danger rings. Oh yeah, you like that? Fuck! I'm a man. Yeah, I own and drive a truck. Yeah, I watch sports and think of dirty thoughts, and boy, do I fuck. Okay, got it. This would never happen in a rehearsal, but just give me 1 second.
Oh, please. Oh my God, I've been in here for days. Please, please.
Okay. Thank you so much. It works.
Sorrows, but we refuse to talk about them. We ignore your messages until tomorrow. But most importantly, we let go of the man. Slap him on the ass in a football game, but it's different when you do it in a public way. I am a man. Men like to dream, but most importantly, men love whipped cream. Whipped cream. Men like watermelon and whipped cream, baby. Capitalism. Men like the 2006 blockbuster hit starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Winslet. I am a man! I am a man, baby. Men love nothing more than whipped cream. They don't know what they'll do without another little morsel of whipped cream, baby. We are a fiend for that whipped cream. I don't know what I would do without another little bit of you, my little dear whipped cream, baby. Fuck, I forgot to charge my laptop.
Fix my laptop, if you will. Fuck, this kind of shit would never happen.
My laptop was always charged. I fucked you over. Now, we're going to play an original game show that I have devised myself. It is called Is It Cake? It's my idea. If someone tells you that they stole it, they're fucking lying, okay? I'm pitching it to Netflix on Monday. Fingers crossed. I need one volunteer from the audience. Please, somebody, anybody. Oh, you, right there, please. Come forward. I need you to face the bar, please. Oh, okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna scream out, no, don't!
Face the bar! Take 2 steps forward and face the bar! That was not 2 steps! That was 1 step! Okay, I need everyone to scream out, is it cake? And you have to figure out whether it's cake or not, our lovely contestant. Are we ready? Is it cake?
Turn around! One of these pieces of fruit or cake, which one is it?
None of them, idiot! Let's go! Oh, we have such fun, don't we hear it? Is it cake? Please, another audience member, come over here if you will. Please. Yes, come to the front. Come to the front, please, good sir. Stand where you're meant to and face the bar. All right, it's going to get harder and harder as we go along. Now, are you ready to know if it's cake or not? You know when you're meant to turn around. Everyone, we're not allowed to say tequila because I might get into a lawsuit, okay? So we're going to scream, is it cake? But you know when to say it. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh. Is it cake? Turn around! It's a DVD copy of Flushed Away. Is it cake or not? Too late! Oh, didn't even get to answer that question. Go back to where you're from, the dark depths of the bar! Alright, I need one last volunteer. Come on. Please, come here, Jemima. Alright, face the bar, please. I don't know if you're ready for this one. Oh, are we ready, people? Oh, okay. Are we ready? Are you ready to turn around? Scream it with me now. Is it cake? Turn around. It's a Woolworths Mud cake. Is it cake? Yes. You get to keep the cake! I could only pay for a certain portion of the song. Oh, please. Wait, Jemima, come back. Can you stand there, please? You have to eat in front of everyone. It's your prize!
She's vegan!
You Brunswick bitches! You Brunswick bitches! You would have... Take a piece of fruit then. Hey, don't clap for her! Who wants the cake? No one wants it. Okay, pass it back down there to the people who want it, thank you. Oh God, I was never expecting this to fail. Okay. Society, am I right, people? Society. Ladies, can I hear you say yeah? Yeah! Fellas, can I hear you say oi, oi? Anyone who doesn't choose to adhere or abide by traditional gender norms, can I hear you say soul loves diversity? Soul loves diversity! Oh my God, that's... Yes!
I've got all crowds here.
Oh, society scares me. You know, if you haven't seen my ad campaign, I've worked very hard on it, how dare you not? But I learned how to do targeted ads. It was beautiful. But you know, I'm afraid of these giant companies doing targeted ads. What scares me more is the giant companies that aren't doing targeted ads. Has anybody ever here experienced Wish.com?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them. I'll be scrolling through Facebook and I will see a post from a school friend, a post from my grandmother, an 8-foot-long dildo attached to a backpack, a post from an 8-foot-long dildo attached to a backpack. So I do what any of you in this room would do, and I click on it. It is not called an 8-foot-long dildo attached to a backpack. It is called 8-foot-long cylindrical item attached to bag. Bag comes in red, green, blue, perfect for children's first primary school outing. Can be also used for Pilates, day drinking, or possibly even aerobics. The 8-foot-long cylindrical item comes in sandpaper, 40 grit, 50 grit. Also can be bedazzled if you choose it to be. Oh my God, what the hell is that title? What I'm trying to get at here in an extremely roundabout way is that as technology just grows exponentially, we get stuck in these little echo chambers of lies and deceit. And I thought, what can I do? You know, with this soapbox that I'm standing on, what can I do to help the people? So I wrote a song. and girls. I've been wondering just how it can be about how these woes are fueled by society. So I will take it into my own hands. I will make bold claims, he's with me. I will make strong demands. But will I do this from the public? Oh dear Lord, fuck no. I will do it from the comfort of behind my phone. I'm a keyboard warrior. I'm a K from behind the screen. I'm a keyboard warrior. My main goal is to demean. I am a bully, but I call myself an ally who is homophobic just about all of the time. A keyboard warrior. You see, you should be laughing. There's a pun here because there's a keyboard like typing the keyboard, and then the keyboard like playing the keyboard. It's funny. How refugees are only here to steal your daughters. I'm a little bit racist, a little bit horny. I'll say anything to make up a story. I can justify what I say by my religion, like how I know it's proven you can catch autism. It's given by the government in little vaccines. You'll see me around in all your Insta feeds. I love freely browsing the internet, looking at all the ads for the things I can get, like this pill that makes your dick big but it gives you malaria, or how there's 17 hot milfs in my area. I will continue to say medicine is the worst, then I'll snort crystal meth in an abandoned church. I'm a keyboard warrior. I'm a keyboard warrior. My statements don't mean shit. I'll tell you the truth if you let me sing. COVID was a cover-up for Melbourne's underground sex ring. And Daniel fucking Andrews is the reason that my wife left me. Betsy, I just miss you and I miss the kids. Please come back. I can't do it anymore. I miss our dog Spot. So on the web, I will try to convince you. On the web, I will try to groom your kids. You don't know anything and I'll stalk your abode. Let's make America great again, but I live in a Melbourne postcode. Now I'm not saying that anyone with an opinion is radical. I'm not saying that the media are particularly bad at all. We're all an influence of our own bias, but only a fucking idiot would believe in a climate crisis. What does it even mean? Global warming, they fed the moon landing. Area 51, we're storming. Vaccines are too demanding. Michael Jackson is alive and Elvis too. On an island they thrive, they've got a personal zoo. Their king is dead because I killed him in bed. Paul McCartney died about 25 times. JFK knew what happened to the missing 370 flight of Malaysian Airlines. 'Cause I'm a keyboard warrior. I'm okay from behind the screen. I'm a keyboard warrior. I make up conspiracies. I'm a keyboard warrior. I love to lament. I'm a keyboard warrior. I'm a prick on the footsteps of Parliament. I tell the truth because why would I lie? I can prove all my facts from the things that I found online. The bane of my existence. The Lex Luthor to my Batman. The Joker to my Superman. The Kathmandu to every single fucking person aged 12 to 22. Stuck to me like glue. is you.
I know you are just doing your job, but I literally moved only one stop. There's no need for you to confront. You fucking Mikey Inspector.
Fuck Mikey Inspectors, man! I'm down $300 because of those bastards. They always travel in packs. Notice that? They always travel in packs. I used to think that they were like wolves traveling in packs, you know? This wasn't until I met a lone wolf. He came up to me one day on the tram, and I had tapped on like a good little boy. And he looked at me in my eyes. He grabbed my shoulder. And he went, "Good job, champ." What the fuck? It was then that I realized they are not like wolves. And hear me out before I say this. They're much more like pedophiles. Now calm down, don't overreact. Listen to my reasoning. They're only allowed to roam in certain portions of the city. I get scared when I realize that they are who they are. They always go for the little innocent ones on a tram. And by the court of law, they are not allowed to get handsy with their prey. Now listen, I will touch on, but I will not be touched up. Thank you so much. As our night draws to a conclusion, fuck, that's how I thought. I have been lying about something tonight. I have never seen Flushed Away. This fucking DVD is a 3-disc box set of Avatar. Avatar. Oh. Did you see that? Seamus, did you see that? Or do you mind picking that up for me? Do you mind? Just take a second with it, because I've got to put my tie back on.
Sorry, what have you done throughout the show? Like, what have you said?
You've had sex with my mother.
I did.
Saul didn't actually have sex with my mother.
What the fuck?
And it was all an elaborate ruse. He didn't even know insert mother's name.
Fuck!
Astrid here. And is so sorry for lying to you all. Saul has a massive penis, by the way.
Oh my god! Oh my god, somebody went a little rogue on the end there. Oh. You did not have to improvise, but that's really sweet of you. That's really sweet of you. I have one last song here for our night out, and it's a bit of a recap. I said at the beginning of the show that I had, a top 3 of moments in my life. And this is just under the 26 McNuggets that I got. And one last parting word of wisdom. Do not drive a Lime scooter home drunk. It is against the law, okay? In a dingy room, continue to drink copious and excessive amounts of goon. Spill said goon on all your clothes. You smelled the part, now say this prose. I am a youth disrupting society. I am a youth disrupting society. about high school, convey who's the more useful tool. Determination is what I have. Skull 3 bottles, finished goon bag. Reach a point in your night, questioning your life choices. Contemplate your lively sake and listen to the voices. How many vodka raspberries can you shove into your friend's face? How many vodka raspberries does it take to have sex in the wrong place? Got 2 stars on the Uber here, the driver was a flog. Solidified the fact that all men are dogs. The voices say steal some shit, but you think that's wrong. So you leave everything where it is and you continue the song. You are a youth disrupting society. I am a youth disrupting society. Questioning choices and making dumb decisions, seeing how many glasses I can put between my fingers, proceeding to steal anything of value. If it is shiny, it will be inside my pants soon. Pint glasses, forks, knives, cider and beer. If they didn't want it stolen, why would it be put here? One round next, I can't see the door. Means I'd better stay for just one more. Disrupting society. Am I a youth disrupting society? Suddenly the night starts to flip. Suddenly the words you think change with each sip. From jovial and juvenile to macabre and adult, the nights turn from boastful to bitter like the most. Walking home, HSP in hand, you begin to think. Contemplate the choices that make you distinct. I'll never be like Minchin or Burnham. I want your appraisals but don't know how to earn them. I'll never have their talent or their grace. I'll never have big crowds to sing songs to their face. They say anything is funny as long as you make it rhyme. But all I ever do is say the number above 68. I just want to please the crowds. Just want the masses to scream my name out loud. I just want it all whilst on the stage. Just want my name recognized on the page. You say you're laughing with me, wind through the trees. I know you're laughing at me, I start to feel the breeze. Air gets colder as I start to think. Maybe happiness is closer at the bottom of a drink. Questioning choices and making dumb decisions. How many jokes does it take to be a winner? Praying for changing, creating a character, making people hate me so they can't see how bad I am. I remove all the pint glasses I've stolen from my kids. Looking in the mirror, I start to catch a glance and wonder. Am I a youth disrupting society? Am I a youth disrupting society? I am a youth. I am a youth. Questioning choices and making dumb decisions. I've always been told laughter is the best medicine. Questioning choices and making dumb decisions. Why is it I can't find the right medicine? You've just come for a night out with Soul Cav. Thank you. Somebody say shots! For real, but to finish it off, this is a very big thing for me in my life, and I'm very thankful to share it with all of you right now. Finna have a good cry later. Thank you so much for being here to open. To watch me lose my MICF virginity. I hope it was a good time for you, you little voyeurs. I'm pretty proud of what's up there, and I hope you liked it. I don't have too much else more to say. I have a little sheet because I just want notoriety and fame. So I have a little sheet with a QR code with a Google form that I want you to say if you liked the show or not. If that's okay with you. I'm gonna pass that around. I'll stick one up at the door. I'd appreciate it if you did it. Thank you. I love you all.
What? Give me 1 second. It's yours. Yeah, I'm just backing up what I need. What the fuck? You bitch. People do that to me.
That's it. That's all I remember. Okay, wow. You've got just about all of it. Only thing I had was to ask. Do you want to play Flush to Well on PlayStation 2?
Fuck yeah.